matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Cyclones offense will get first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Line getting set on second down. Leaves it with the back. Turning it off! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Beck. And they can't make the connection. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16, make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. So Missouri's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David.
Taking a shot on the first play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Unloads to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Beck. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
3rd down play from the gun. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got a man, it's Coleman. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, create enough separation to create a positive gain.
Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. Pressure coming. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Manning. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. And the Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Surging forward on the sneak.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the 1st down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna let it fly. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, it's one on offense. You know, you're trying to run the ball, get that established. You can work the bootleg off of that with your quarterback, but just nothing going there. The defense was in good position. The QB just didn't have enough speed to really hurt the defense on that.
They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Tigers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Might as well stick with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Beck. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem of the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Just a terrific effort to make the one-handed grab, but he couldn't get past the mark.
Well, how about how easy he made it look? Just sticks the mid up in the air. I know he didn't get the 1st down, but just no big deal. Just I've done this before. Another day at the office.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I think you're seeing an example right now of some of the playmakers this offense has and just how deceptive they are. Once they have the football in their hands, they're just so difficult to tackle and bring down. David, they've got some difference makers at the running back position.
And it's really hard when you got backs and speed all over the field, but when you get in the open field, man, it's got to be each other. There's got to be multiple guys coming to the ball carrier at one time so you can get them on the ground. One guy at a time makes it really, really hard. This defense has got to do a better job getting to the football at the same time with some bad intentions. Get that dude on the ground, man.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Beck. And they fail to hook up on third down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Unloads quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on third down. Fires to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Cyclones will punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead. Time to take a shot. He's got it down the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The screen, he can go. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for Owens.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Still running at the 40. There he goes. He's at the 30. The 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Throws to the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, but that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get them, okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They'll try the left side. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Cyclones will line up to punt it away. signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually see big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Now they'll run the draw. Plows through the defense. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Snatches it on the right. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4 points.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it slips just inside that right upright. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. It's a draw. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Cyclones are facing 3rd and inches. Got it, looking for the 1st down. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Listen, at this point, at the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
The sure hands. It's Hansen. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hansen. Touchdown, Iowa State! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Grab behind the line. It's Hardy. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Power football with the run. Oh, better look out! Oh, what a cut! All by himself down the middle. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Beck. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Sauer. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. Then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Cyclones will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired.
And that ball's free behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Motion from the wide out. Off the RPO, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running behind that left side. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Beck. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. He'll pull it on the read. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the run. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Quarterback running on the draw.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nothing doing again. A 3rd straight stop behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick completion to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Caught near the sticks. It's Townsend. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Finds a tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Cyclones come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To throw, it's Beck. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Wants to throw again. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It is perfect. That'll close the gap to 14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Hit as he throws. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. So Missouri will have to punt it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Quickly out to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Cyclones can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Beck. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads it left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Using his legs, it's Hardy.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Just feeds the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? To the air, it's Beck. Quick completion on the out route. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Quick release by the QB. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Running to the left. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And the Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Dropping back, it's Beck. Here's the heat. The Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. The give as they work on that clock. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Trying to impose their will with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try the jet sweep, going for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And these jet sweeps used to be plays where you ran to try to trick them and get out wide and make big plays. But now, short yardage situations, you start to pack it in tight. Okay, I'll go out wide. I'll pick up my 5 to 10 yards and make it easy and get me a first down.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Dropping back, it's Beck. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Caught behind the line. It's Hansen. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation.